500 hours of self-help content and I'm still broke. Sound familiar? You're not alone. That's exactly why I started the Shorty Logic podcast. We cut through the motivational fluff and have real conversations about accountability, self-improvement, and building better relationships. No perfect life gurus here, just honest discussions that actually challenge your thinking. Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok with thought-provoking conversations that broaden your perspective. Join us for discussions that go beyond surface-level advice and dive into what actually creates lasting change. Because consuming content isn't the same as transforming your life.
What up, everyone? This is Short Logic Podcast. I'm Short Logic. Here, my co-host is tonight.
How y'all doing? This is Blessed. Hope everyone's doing well. Had a wonderful weekend and staying prayed up with this crazy mess we got going on out here.
That part.
What's up? What's up? It's the MD. I am working right now, so I'm gonna have to mute myself every now and then if I get to clicking and clacking too loud. So, but I love y'all. It's good to see everybody.
What's going on, everyone? I know y'all missed us last week, you know what I'm saying, but we had to take a little break and come on back. So tonight we're just going to be doing a little bit of talk about it. So we're going to do a little reaction to some videos. I've got, Miss MD has sent one video, and I got quite a bit of videos from people who have sent to me. So we can go ahead and go on into it. This one here, I like because it's so damn true.
I heard you want to love a Gemini. Well, you come to the right place. Here's how to love a Gemini. Geminis get the rep for having two faces. But the thing is, they don't got two faces. They got like 25. And if you're going to love them, you got to love all 25 of those faces. And one important thing to know when loving a Gemini is that they feel way more than what they show. Geminis are very smart people, baby, and they watch everything. And if you they boo, they going to definitely watch you. Loving a Gemini is understanding that, baby, you're going to have to show and prove. They don't care about what you say. It's about what you do. And Geminis tend to be extremely loyal, but only if you're loyal to them. A Gemini is not the type of bitch that going to turn the other cheek. And 9 out of 10 times, if you do something to them, they're going to do it right back to you. Gemini's kind of sign that needs to be heard, because if they're not feeling heard by you, they're going to get heard by somebody else. And Geminis get the rep for being very, very moody, especially when they're triggered. And one way to trigger a Gemini is to have that Gemini have to repeat themselves and tell you once again something you shouldn't do or something that made them feel a certain way that you're still doing. They don't like repeating themselves. Loving a Gemini is about being present, playful, and mentally available every single day. And Geminis are ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. And when a Gemini, baby, you got to use your words. Effective communication to a Gemini is like therapy, foreplay, or even validation rolled up to one. Geminis want to know how much you love their vibe, their brain. So you have to compliment them on their mind and how they think, not just their looks. But don't get it twisted. You better definitely still compliment those looks. To love a Gemini is to understand that Geminis, they love flirty texts, inside jokes, and witty banter throughout the day. Loving a Gemini is to understand that bitch forget nothing. Way the mind of a Gemini works, they'll remember your exact words when you told them you love them. And they'll also remember when you told them something shady 3 months ago. They ain't forget that. When a Gemini feels safe, happy, and laughing, they're in love. When they're bored, you in trouble. Geminis are air signs, which means they need to breathe. So under no circumstances should you smother them. But don't get it twisted, apply that pressure. But don't smother them because they don't like that. A Gemini feels most loved when they feel seen. Not only seen, but stimulated and safe all at the same time. They love to come home and vent to their boo. Whether it's about a dream, a theory, or some random drama. And you simply listening to their rants without interrupting them, but actually being into it. To a Gemini, ooh, that's intimacy. To love a Gemini is to understand that Geminis, they want their independence. But at the same time, they want to feel like they're constantly on your mind. AKA, you may be confused as shit because you got two please, not one. A Gemini could be the life of the party, a social butterfly, then the next second they're a hermit, introverted. But the real flex is loving them both. Geminis fall hard for people who show up without being too overbearing. They want you to be a safe space, not a surveillance camera. When you're in the bedroom with a Gemini, they gonna definitely do some things. The Geminis be a curious and a curious is always a freak. Loving a Gemini is to understand that when they love you, baby, they love hard. They'll definitely start prioritizing you, making sure that you know that you are loved. So be sure to do the same, because at any point in time, Gemini feels that things are one-sided. You're going to then meet a different side of Gemini that you never met before. Oh yeah, that's the other personality, and this one don't play. And loving a Gemini is to understand that when y'all in a relationship, they going to roast your ass, but compliment you at the same time. But it's just their way of flirting with you. Underneath the charm, the jokes, the chaos is a person that often feels misunderstood. Oftentimes they'll use jokes to mask their pain. And Geminis love a deep conversation. The deeper, the better. With a Gemini, you have to understand, you got to stimulate their mind, or you getting ghosted. And if your ideal of flirting is texting them what you doing 15 times a day, you already lost their interest. They talking to somebody else. To love a Gemini, you must understand that Gemini may act like they don't need nobody or nothing, or quietly needing everything. One thing you have to understand, when a Gemini opens up and lets you in, that's rare and sacred, baby, because Geminis don't be trusting folks like that. They're always 3 steps ahead. So if you try to manipulate them or play mind games in any kind of way, it won't end up well for you, baby, because Geminis, they peep game. So please understand, once a Gemini chooses you, baby, you'll never be bored.
I'm a motherfucking Gemini. When I got that shit got sent to me, I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker just read me. That's what I'm talking about. I believe it. That shit is motherfucking real. That shit is tight, is what it is. Argue with your mama.
Who's a Gemini?
They definitely love attention.
No,
So we
argue with your mama.
People say that about Leos. Like Leos love attention. Because I'm a Leo, and I'm like, I don't love to be the center of attention. I love to be the center of my man's attention, and nothing more. Now, I might be able to captivate, the attention of people, like unbeknownst to myself, like walking in a room or something like that. But I'm very shy. I'm very shy, very introverted. I'm a fire sign, and I mean, air fuels fire, so that can go both ways. That can be a very good thing, but it can also, blaze out of control. So I don't know. I've never dated a Gemini or anything like that, so I can't really tell you. I can't really tell you, but maybe that's why you want us to compliment you on your looks. Maybe that's why you always online with your shirt open and shit.
I like to look good. I like my chest, I like my taco meat.
It's the taco meat.
Yeah, because I'm like,
taco meat.
But I will say, I don't forget shit either. I don't forget a motherfucking thing. I can tell you that.
When that shit got sent to me, I listened to that shit like 4 times. I'm like,
you have to, because he talks so fast. It's like, Lord have mercy.
No, but see, I when I first heard it the first time, like, I heard everything. I just listen. I watched it like 4 times because everything he fucking said was so goddamn true for real.
Yeah,
it definitely was.
You know what I'm saying? And whatever they got to say, anybody else got to say something, argue with your mama. So that's
I'm a Taurus, so I'm definitely different from a Gemini.
Yeah.
When's your birthday? Everybody in my family is a Taurus. Lord have mercy.
May 15th.
My gosh, my father's May 3rd, my sister's May 16th, my cousin's May 12th, my mother's May 17th. I'm getting ready to have a Taurus grandbaby because she's getting ready to either be due April 30th or May 1st. I could go on and on and on. Like I've got Tauruses all around me.
May 30th. True Gemini. Bone in, bone out.
Yeah, you supposed to be a Taurus. You was born late.
Negative.
No, we don't want you over here anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
You can never be a Taurus.
But yeah, that was something I was like, oh yeah, gotta put that out there. And this next video here is Miss MD has sent, and I was like, ooh, bro.
Kikuchi, and we have a problem. You're embarrassing us. Our sit-down air smells like a fish market at closing time. You've got nasty gut bacteria throwing a party in your tummy. And guess who's paying the price? Me. Please give me some turkey.
I was over like, why y'all's vaginas stinking? Like, I keep seeing all of these ads or whatever about like funky coochies. Why? Like, stop putting all that bullshit in your body. Stop pushing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that is not healthy for us. Like, I cannot tell you how many, because it's a hers. You know them little hers and hims. It's a hers thing. And this girl's like, oh my gosh, my vaginal odor. It was just so embarrassing. I was constantly showering. Like, I'm like, hey, bitch, what's wrong with you? Like, God damn, I just, ugh. I don't know. Maybe, let me stop. I don't have it. I take care of myself. I mind what I put in my body, because what you put in is most definitely gonna come out. Stop eating all that goddamn sugar. Stop drinking all kind of alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop eating all kind of junk food. Eat healthy. Eat a little better. Take you some vitamins. Like, that shit is disgusting. And drink water. My God.
And I can't recall to walk across some people in the club before smell like straight fish.
Ugh, like they say, they
I be like,
twerk.
are they cooking fish out there? Are they cooking fish in here?
Ooh, Jesus. But y'all be laying down with it. Put your face all in it.
I never did that.
Like it's levels to this. No, that shit stank.
I didn't do that.
Jesus Christ.
No.
The world we're in.
What you say, Blair?
The world we're in. What the fuck?
I'm serious.
Alrighty then. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that goes out to the stank
gooch.
Good Lord. We had a whole little segment dedicated to the stank gooch. There you go.
There's no stank gooch. You're right. This next one is it has no sound, but it speaks for itself, and we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, self-explanatory, y'all. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody done been in this situation before. Everybody. I know.
Every day. Yeah. I enjoy that though, because I mean, it's like, number one, black is my favorite color, and it's like in a mass of asses. You know what I'm saying? I love to be that unique one.
Like I said, go ahead.
Well, you good. My black sheep is a little different. It ain't about me being in the middle of people. It's about people who always want to hate on me for no reason or being the outcast in the family. That's where my black sheep come from.
That part.
Because you're something that they're not. You see what I'm saying? You're something very naturally.
I understand the assignment. I know what the problem is. The thing about it is, why can't I just show you? It's like, I can do whatever for people. I can help people out no matter what. I can be going to work, busting my ass, doing the best I can for me, and still helping out everybody around me. And only thing they want to do is gather around and talk about me, because I'm able to help you. I've never seen anyone bite the hand that feeds them. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same person that looked out for you, helped you, guided you, and gave up their own personal things in space to be just to even help you. It wouldn't benefit me. That's what people don't understand. When people help you,
it doesn't benefit them.
It's not benefiting them. It's all for you. And it's like, it has to be the goodness in me to even allow me to come out of my comfort zone, to step out and go reach in my pocket or whatever I did at that moment to help you fix you. But at the end of the day, I'm the one you want to talk about. I'm the black sheep. I'm the one that thinks she's better than everybody else. I tell people all the time, only person I'm better than is the person I used to be. I don't worry about nothing else nobody got going on. That's crazy to me. But I'm the black sheep of the family because I think I'm better than everybody else, because I chose to move on with my life. I chose to move out of town and do something different. I chose a lot of different things. I've been married twice, and nobody else, well, I ain't gonna say nobody in my family, but the ones that mother and all that type of thing close to me, they never really got married or nothing like that. So it's like, I can never figure out what it is about me that just turns people upside down so bad. I mean, I guess I should be okay with it, because I mean, shit, I run through motherfuckers' mind like Pac-Man, and that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm trying to figure that out myself and say what it is, what the hell's going on, because like I said, I probably everybody know my story, so I feel like I'm the black sheep, and everything. Mr. Yes Sir coming through,
What's going on, MD 2020, Miss Bless and Shorty L, aka Shorty Logic. How y'all doing?
Going on now?
Going very well.
What caught your attention today, Kelly? Something done caught your attention.
Well, yeah. When you jump in, and when I heard you, then I heard the black sheep. I said, look, I was getting ready to chime in because I said, got out of work. I said, wait a minute. It was like a trigger, with certain words are triggers.
Right.
And whenever someone deems you have to be something that you're not, that's triggering mentality and triggering behavior, if you will.
Yeah.
And that often happens a lot of times in family groups, friend groups, or just in life in general.
Mhm.
And if you're not strong-minded or strong-willed, you submit to that, and that's what you think who you are.
Exactly.
And the sad part is we have so many people that don't have that strength that they do something to themselves.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, we got a whole lot of like suicidal type stuff that's happening with Black people.
Absolutely.
It didn't really happen. It didn't really happen like that when we was growing up. But like the millennials and old and younger, you know, your group Jay and I think MD. I'm not sure. I think she's 67, so she might be our age. So she might be, you know, in our age group. But I'm saying that age group and younger, their mental capacity is a little different, and they can't really deal with rejection and deal with like volatile situations, and they're just in their life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Murder,
saying?
suicides, all kind of little weird stuff going on.
Yeah, or just go off and have children involved and just leave their child in situations too, which is nuts. But you know, yeah.
That's how it be, you know.
Yeah.
And like Bless said, I be trying to figure out, you know, now I said the last 5 years, maybe 6, probably last 5 years, I've been trying to live my life for me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it just like, especially with family members, just people think I feel like I'm better than them. Like some people in our family, a certain person feel like, you know, that person can never do wrong, but everything I do or try to do in my life to make my life better is a wrong decision for people, and people look down on me. But like, you want to bite the hand and feed you. Like when it's just crazy how you a person try to help someone, and it doesn't benefit the person who are trying to help. You know what I'm saying? That like me, if I try to help someone, it's not gonna benefit me. You know, but it benefit them. But they bite your arm off.
Yeah,
I never understood that.
Like they want you to submit to them. Like they're coming in your home, want you to submit to them. Like that makes no sense to me. I need to change my rules because you need me. Make that make sense.
Yeah, the people pleaser type thing where you have that mentality for a lot of folk where they feel like they got to appease everybody and still feel miserable, and that's not happening. If you're gonna have solitude, safe space for your own being. If you're trying to make everybody else happy, you're miserable. That doesn't even make any sense.
Right.
But also on the flip side, my New Year's resolution was, it wasn't a resolution, it was a solution. I'm cutting people off.
Absolutely.
That's what I've been doing.
January 1st,
Absolutely.
I'm cutting you off. If you don't mean me any good, are you trying harm, or you got something to say, or you got whatever, you cut off. I'm done with you.
Yep.
Don't worry if it's family, friend, co-worker, it doesn't matter. That was my whole thing from January 1st. And we into March now, right?
Yeah.
And you're talking about somebody sleep good at night, my blood pressure's lower. All of that has really took a toll in my life in a positive way, because I took account all the stuff that was happening that was making me feel away. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if I know I didn't do it or I started it, it's not my fault.
Correct.
If you want to keep it, and if you want to keep it going, that's on you, sis or bro. But you got to do that by yourself. You got to do that by yourself.
Absolutely.
And so January 1st, I didn't have a resolution. I had a solution. I said, hey, this is it. January 1, 2026.
Yeah, I've been doing that all year. You know,
I love
summer
it.
last year.
Yeah.
I've been doing this year. You know, it's people who.
Well, hey, look, Jay, we know. We know, bro. We leave it off the pod. We know.
You know what's funny? When I turned 40, I remember like my resolution for turning 40. I was like, I am determined to give 40 fewer fucks. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. I like that.
Like, I could give a damn. And it's like, and I'm so light now. It's like I understand, like it sounds like I'm floating, like literally, like I am so light. Yeah. And it's you know how the people say, like the more often you use the word no, like the easier it is to say, you know, because I definitely Kelly, I definitely had that people pleasing mentality because I grew up under that, under that stress. Like that was because I've since then learned that that's a fight or flight response.
Yeah.
Fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And I was definitely a fawner. You know what I'm saying? Just a people pleasing, just to keep the status quo, keep everybody happy. You think I give a damn about that now? You know what I'm saying, honey? Y'all can talk about me as bad as you want to. I'm gonna make my name taste like ass every time you speak it. Do you hear me? And it's like, and I'm sitting over here just as, yes, my life is filled with, responsibilities and whatnot. But honey, you best believe I move, hump, shake, do not, do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I'm tiptoeing on that. I just, hey, go on and be miserable in your own misery. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm happy and blessed that I promise you, that's what people can't stand. People can't stand that you are happy. You see what I'm saying? You're happy with yourself. You're happy within yourself. I don't care what I have to maybe go without. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I am happy because I am happy. I no longer put that responsibility on, a man or a friend or, even things like, I'm happy because I am happy. Right. So yes, please write that down, honey. I will make my name taste like ass because everything brown ain't chocolate. You hear me? So
is that gonna be the hashtag? You make my name taste like ass.
Yes,
I just got to the point there that I have no fucks to give.
Real talk.
That I'm at that point.
Yeah. Shit, I've been now.
Yeah.
And I'll be real silly with it too. I'll be like, hold on. They'll be like, well, what's going on? I'll be like, I'm trying to find the fuck I'm supposed to give. Hold on real quick. Because I'm looking for it, but I don't have it.
But if you genuinely being a person that has not been that person where that's not truly a bad individual, or you not really been a person that's not been the person that kept mess going, or you the person that always was into stuff, that's easier because you can move away from that type of behavior. You don't have to be around it because that's not who you are.
Right.
And you got to be it though. Like literally, like my intent is to not mess with you at all because how you move and what you're doing and how you feel is not where I'm going. That's not my present and that's not my future. And so that's it. I mean, so to me, it was easy. When I like literally, so like far like being healthy, going to the gym and, all this, losing the weight and, all the stuff that people do for New Year's.
Right.
That was that. But that was my main thing, my solution. I'm done. I'm done. And we in March now, man, my blood pressure is fine. I'm telling you, it's great. And you know what I mean?
Sleep good and all of that.
Well, sleeping good and not worrying about it. And sleeping good and not worrying about it.
That's two different things.
Yeah.
And I've learned in life too. Sometimes you got to cut off your thumb to save your hand. And I've been willing to do that. You see what I'm saying? Hey, let me lose that weight. I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? The Creator's got me. And that's all I need. Yeah. I've lost so many people. And it's like I'm to a point now, because I used to be, like you was talking about depression and stuff like that. I used to get really dark and depressed about that because I was just like, dang, what is it about me? But I had to, that was internalizing. I was internalizing stuff that wasn't even meant for me to internalize. It's like, no, the problem is theirs. You see what I'm saying? It has nothing, it has everything to do with you, but it has everything to do with you on their front. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with me. So that's why I was like, please, no, I used to be so afraid of losing people. And now I'll be like, oh,
I was definitely like that. Definitely.
Yeah, I holler at you because we are taught we gotta have all kind of friends, and if we don't have this, and if we don't have all these, like it's the friend group or this group or that, like we have to belong. Honey, I belong to the Creator, and that's all I need. You see what I'm saying? I've lost so many people to the point where it's like, even if honestly, in an honest way, if things were to turn bad, even with my own children, I'd be, honey, well, you go on your own way. You see what I'm saying? And I still love you, you know, and I forgive you. And I know, you know, people like, you hate me. No, that's an energy that I would have to have. And sweetheart, I'd rather, you know, save my breaths for breathing and everything else. Like, but no, I don't hold any ill will in my heart. You know, like you was just saying, Kid, like that's just not me. I'm not a hateful person. I'm not a vengeful person. I'm not I gotta get my lick back kind of person. I'm like, honey, I'll send you on your way. I'll help you pack. You need some help? You know, I'll holler at you.
I guess it depends on the situation, because if you fuck with me, I swear for Lord, let me tell you a secret. When you go low,
it probably depends on the situation.
I'm going to hell.
But I'm saying, but every situation calls for the appropriate response.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. So we ain't talking about being no pushover or being no peon or being soft. We ain't saying that. Because if someone bring it, you give them the appropriate response it deserves.
Absolutely.
But if it don't give you what you need for that response, they don't give it a response.
No,
That's,
right, exactly.
Yeah. But no. Because my thing, my whole thing, I'm worse than you, Bless. I don't the high road, low road, the hell. I'm going in the grave underneath the underworld. That's where I'm at. I'm in the underworld. Because I'm saying I don't. My thing is like if I'm not that person that mess with anybody and you messing with me, I have to finish it.
Yeah.
Meaning that it's gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be not hell. It's gotta be below that. Leave, like sis, leave me alone.
Yeah. Because if you want to bring me out there and take me there, you have to deal with them consequences.
So once we there, and how about this? This is how my mind works, and God got work on me. It'll never be over. It'll never be over. Like literally, like if you have crossed it with me, even if I'm in a wheelchair nursing home and I see you, I'm gonna get the cane
your ass over
with my diaper, and it's on.
Listen, I get it.
I'm just saying, if I know that I never, if I'm wrong, fine. But if I know there's no part in this whole scenario where it was me,
right?
You find that's it. You know what I'm saying? If it was me, but if it wasn't, even if we sit in the senior citizen community, I'm telling you, with my pamper and that cane, that wheelchair, I'm trying. We're going.
Snatch that shit and diaper off and smack it.
We shit and diaper off. We're going. We're going.
No, I'm like that for real. I don't. If I did shit to you and you don't care, because I beg, I'll be like, please don't fuck with me. Please don't, because I'm not afraid of you. My heart pumps no Kool-Aid, Bubby. I got healthy red warm blood flowing through my veins. I'm like, my heart pumps no Kool-Aid. I'm afraid of me. You see what I'm saying? Because I know that if you scratch that itch, it is what it is. And I promise you, I'm kind of like it too. Like, I ain't gonna say I never will forget about it, but it will take me a long time, baby. Every time I think about that shit, I'm going, boop.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? For like, seriously. Because I will fuck with you. But I beg people, please don't fuck with me. Because I'm a sweetheart until I'm not. And then it's just like, hey, I didn't do this. You did it.
Exactly.
So.
Like a little Sour Patch Kid. They sweet, but they sour.
Girl,
Well, somebody call me that, sweet and sour.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. That's a great analogy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I say that's a great analogy of most people that are good people. Like, they have two sides. I'm good, but I'm not.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like literally, you choose. You walk, and how do you handle me is what you're going to receive either way. And
that's true.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying most people, and in my experience in life, just growing from being a child to a teenager, young adult, an older adult now, that most people are not messed up. It's just that some people are just easily led, and they are followers. You know, like literally,
Mhm.
they want to be accepted by people.
Any and
So,
everybody.
and once they get into that space of being accepted,
Mhm.
they feel like, okay, it's cool to be what the crowd does or what my friend group or my family or whatever does, even though that's not how I really feel internally.
Mhm.
But then once you get a little older and you see like you have a little bit of remorse or you have some type of empathy or discernment in your body and your spirit, and God starts smacking you upside the head because life starts hitting you upside the head as well, then you'll be like, well, you know what? Maybe I need to do something different.
Right.
So I think that to me, I think that once we look at like situation with people and family members and we see that, we understand that that's what it is. And
Mhm.
I just don't take anything for granted. I take anybody's presence for granted because you just never
Mhm.
know. You just
Mhm.
and I real quick, I'll say this. I know I said this on numerous shows. I hate that keep your circle small. I hate that. And I tell you why I hate that. Because you never know when your next opportunity is going to be
And that's
in
true.
your little small circle where you ain't open up to being around folk. Your
Mhm.
next opportunity might be a blessing, will be financial, will be in a relationship, will be anything. You
Yeah.
just never know. Now I'm gonna keep my circle small. I'm not gonna be open to new stuff. You're blocking your blessing. You're blocking your
And,
blessing.
and that's true.
Mhm.
And I can see that. And the
Yeah.
reason I'm gonna speak on this because I'm one of them people. Now, I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
one of
yeah.
those
I'm
people.
with you.
I'm
Go
gonna tell
ahead.
you why I'm one of those people. Because when you have been the person that's tried to be there for everybody, whether it be friends, whether it be colleagues, whether it be whomever, all your life, and every time they show you who they really
Who they
are,
are, who they are.
and it's like you ain't got no choice but to believe them.
I
Because
get
I'm
you.
telling you, I done had the most happen to me with the closest of what I call the closest friends.
Yeah.
People that couldn't even eat without me. You understand? People that couldn't
Yes.
sleep and lay head without me. And then
Yeah.
every chance I turned around, they need. Let me say one time,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I don't care if it's 10 years after I've been helping you. Hey, listen, I need you for one time. I've been
Yeah.
helping you for 15 years. I need you one
Yeah.
time. You ain't
Yeah.
there for me. So I was like, well, damn. Okay, so then you get your next friend or whatever. You hanging out with people, and you ride or die. You go hard for these people, but
Right.
these people wouldn't piss on you if you was if you was on fire. So with
Right.
that being said, I'm like, you know what? Only person I can depend on is me.
Yeah.
Only person I can live for is me.
Yeah.
Only person I got to worry about, and all that is I worry about my grandkids, my kids,
Mm-hmm.
and me.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I always told my kids, we all we got. Now that doesn't always work because I'm gonna be honest, we're not as close as we should be. Well, you know, things happen, people listen to other people, and then that's just what it is. But
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, I know I did the best I could for me. I know I
Mm-hmm.
did the best I could for my family, my friends, and everybody else. So if they wanted to leave my circle or my type of friendship, where I'm the type of person where I feel like you're not a real friend if you see your friend doing some dumb bullshit and you know it ain't right, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can't come to them and say, "Hey, listen, you know you was wrong for that." If
Right.
I can't speak the truth and you can't accept it as a human being or as an adult,
Mm-hmm.
then you don't need to be my friend anyway, because I'm not going to sit here and entertain everything you do just because you call yourself my friend. And I
Mm-hmm.
air quote that. So with that being said, I truly believe that, just like they said in the song, everybody that's riding with you ain't riding for you. So with that being
Yeah.
said, you can't
Yeah.
trust everybody in your circle. So
Yeah.
I do keep my circle to a minimum. Now,
Yeah.
I don't mind hanging out with people. I don't mind vibing with people. But calling them my friend is totally
Right.
different than being an
Oh yeah. Yeah.
associate.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
associate with anybody,
Yeah.
but I don't
That's
call
true.
anybody my
Yeah.
friend. That's just how I look at that one.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. But what I'm saying, but you're still allowing people in, even though they're not in that circle. That's what I'm
Exactly.
Right.
saying. But that's
No,
what I'm saying.
exactly.
I'm not saying we have some people that don't even allow people in
In
when
there,
they say
period.
that they don't let anybody in. Your blessing could be not we're going to be besties or we're going to be this, but that blessing can be a partnership, a
Mm-hmm.
lucrative something,
Absolutely.
uh, something that's going to pass you on to something else. Or hey, I know somebody, man, that do what you do. Or I
Mm-hmm.
know somebody that you told me you was thinking about this, that, and the third. So look, this person do this, that, and that. They say this and that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not receptive to that because
Mm-hmm.
you didn't blocked off anybody
Right.
getting inside that.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I
Right.
ain't saying like
What you
being in your friend group or your close net.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people when they say that they block any and everybody outside of it. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
A lot of people do. Some people
Right.
do that. Let's see.
Yeah.
I
Right.
know quite a bit. I got an estimate here, y'all. We hit 48,000 people on YouTube.
Well,
All right,
awesome.
Hey, they say yes, sir was in the building. They say yes, sir was in the building.
I think that black sheep got him in the building.
Yeah, that part, as Jay would say, that part.
That part right there. That part right there.
Because I
So
feel
we
like
do-
a lot of us, so many of us in this world feel like that. You damned if you do, you damned if you
Man,
don't. It's like,
we feel broken, we feel hopeless, we feel misused, we feel mistreated,
absolutely.
we feel misunderstood,
Mm-hmm.
we feel like that no one cares.
Yep. We feel
We all-
unseen.
And
unless we do something wrong.
unseen, and we're looking for somebody just
Mm-hmm.
to recognize that we here.
Exactly.
That's why Jesse Jackson, man, him passing, that was my dude. You know, I'm running for my third term for Shaft City Council. That was the first reason why I got into politics, period, in 1984, a little boy.
Mhm.
And when I saw him on that stage about, man, being somebody, you are somebody. You know, that was the thing that made me feel like that. What's it say, Jay?
Bone Marcos will go there to stop the war between Iran and Syria. What?
We got some spam. You got to filter that, bro.
Do you read it before you post it?
No, it popped up was on that. I can't stop it.
Okay, it's fine.
What you
But
said?
hey, look,
You were-
you got it, moderator. Hand your business. You got it.
Exactly.
You got it, moderator. You got it.
Oh yeah, but
So somebody just
guys,
posted anything on there.
No,
I thought you had to
But,
approve it before you post it.
No,
No, it is slide because it's a slide with a thing. But
Yeah.
you can't put parameters on there for people
yeah,
post.
I'm gonna like I'm gonna change this whole
Oh,
system.
yeah,
Delete this.
hey, moderator, we know you got it. We know you got it. See, we know you got it, CEO.
Okay. But end of the day, y'all, I feel like this. I have no fucks to give. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna live where I want to live,
Yeah.
and I am me trying to just keep helping people. I'm still gonna help people as long as it's not gonna hurt me in the end.
Mhm.
That's just how it is.
But you also got to use a little bit of back in the day they called it mother wit. You gotta have a little mother wit, like you got to be able to have. If your mother do it, your granny, somebody that was a woman, they gave you that what they call mother wit, meaning that they gave you that third eye. They gave you something to understand to keep you out of danger. You know, if you're a Christian, you know it's the Holy Spirit. But mother wit worked a lot because most people's grandparents, I don't know, I can't say for everybody. All my grandparents was like that. Like literally, you sit in a big old bed and sit up so high you had to jump to get up on top of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if your grandma's bed was like that.
Had the little
But-
milk crates to step up there.
Man, you had to I'm talking about, I'm tall, I'm 6'3", so I'm like, think about me, I get to run and jump and get on this bed. And I'm trying to figure how granny get up here. You know what I'm saying? But so granny up here and she would sit there, get the humming and and this the solace, the solitude and the peace before she said a word that made you feel like it's gonna be okay, baby, whatever it is, right? But the thing about it was great for both my mother's grandmother and my father's grandmother was they made you feel like I'm listening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
absolutely.
this was crazy. And this what can make you tear up sometimes when you think about stuff. That they're listening, but they really care. But this the kicker. When they say something, it's foreshadowing what's going to happen way after they have this conversation. And both of them did that for me in my life. Like literally, I'm having a talk with them like at 19-year-old little boy. And what they said at 19 years old manifested in my 30s. What Granny said. What Granny said at 9 and 10 years old. And you sit back, man, Granny, who told you that? My grandmother. Man, instantly you got to get away from it because you're going to start crying. Because you hear your grandmother's voice through somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? Or you hear what your grandparent was trying to tell you at that age when you was a little person, what's going to be going on further in life. If you really listen, pay attention, you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
And so that right, I mean, I'm through talking, man. I ain't gonna start crying. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We got 2 more videos we can get through, but no, let's go into the next one.
All right.
Make you think.
They're not attracted. A lot of heterosexual men don't like women for real.
He's not lying.
They don't. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual. So then when we get into why a lot of men womanize, or why it's just they're minimizing a woman based off of who she slept with or who she potentially can sleep for, because it's like you haven't gained the appreciation of the wholeness of a woman yet, and what that wholeness of a woman can bring to your life.
Absolutely.
A lot of times we'll talk about strength and we'll say men are stronger than women, but that's because we value physical strength. We're not talking about emotional strength, spiritual strength. Yeah. We're not talking about the type of strength that can run a household. And we're not putting that same type of weight. And what I would encourage, and this was the shift that I had to do, is I had to start liking the wholeness of a woman outside of. And then when you do that, now you appreciate the things a complete woman can bring to your life. When we talk about the Bible talks about finding a capable wife, right? That capable wife, that person that if you was to stumble, can pick up the ball and start running. And there's a lot of men that have just a wife because they was only concerned about what she can do in the bed. Yeah. And so what I'm just encouraging men to do is just like, and it's for our own benefit, because a lot of us, especially men with some type of means, we end up finding a dependent, not a partner. Yeah, good. But if you was able to stumble, bro, what happened with your family? And so I just encourage men to be, I'm not gonna say more, because that's unrealistic to a lot of men, but as attracted to what she brings as a feminine energy to your life outside of just what you're doing in between.
Check this out. So to that point,
He isn't lying. A woman is far more than her body. She
Go ahead, Bless. I see you. Go ahead, Bless.
No,
Let's start with Bless, Jay. Start with Bless.
Absolutely agree. I say it all the time. I feel like a lot of men are attracted to the looks, the physical being, how she's built her, but whatever the situation is. But when she starts to open her mouth and speak on how she actually feels, most men don't want to hear how a woman feels because they feel like you're nagging. It's like, just sit there and be pretty, but don't really have an opinion. And a lot of men feel that way, whether they're going to admit it or not. And especially when you're dealing with somebody like me, because I'm the type of person where I'm very blunt. I say how I feel, and I don't have to be disrespectful about it. We can agree to disagree and we can have a conversation. But at the end of the day, I feel like no matter what the situation is, you can come to me and talk to me. And I promise you, everybody wants to say, oh, women are so emotional. They're this, they're that. Only thing that pisses me off and makes me emotional is a lie. I promise you. If you could come to me and say, hey, I feel like I want to see other people. We together. I'm going to be like, you know what? Shit, me too. What we doing? That's just the type of person. I promise to God I will. I set my husband down and told him, I want to see someone else because this ain't working for me. But I still gave him the opportunity to fix whatever it was going on before I had the second conversation. Okay, it's been months, then what we doing? So it was like, hey, just don't do it in my house. Do what you got to do. So, I mean, I had that conversation. People think I'm crazy for that. But at the end of the day, where can you go and say that I did anything wrong? Where can you go and say that I wasn't honest? Where can you go and say that I didn't try to work on it? I didn't try to fix it. So with that being said, when I asked him the same questions later, a year or so later, hey, listen, you moving funny. You acting like this. You acting like that. What's going on? Is it something you feel like you want to do? Is it something you want to talk about? Are you messing or dealing with somebody? It was like, no, I'm good. The nigga got caught 20 minutes later. So yeah, that happened. And it's all good. I'm okay with that. Now, did I feel today the way I felt that day? No, that day I was going to kill his ass. Today, I'm like, shit, it is what it is. Push on, move on, come get your shit, let's move. So yeah, that happened. It is what it is. And I'm just being honest. That's just who I am. I'm an open book. I don't have nothing. And I've always been that way. No matter who I'm dating, no matter what situation I'm in, I'm going to come to you honest. I'm going to tell you what it is. And that's just what it is.
And see, what you're saying right now, you holds a lot of value and stuff like that. And even with the video, majority of things what he's saying, I do agree. But a man really not attracted, a straight heterosexual man not attracted to a woman. I don't agree with that. Most men, or straight men, are attracted to women, but it all depends on the man you choose too. Because some men are those type of men just look at the outside of what she can do in the bedroom or cooking and stuff like that. Some men are like that. There are some men out there are looking for how she is here and here. You know what I'm saying? And it's more men that look for women here and here than look for here and what she can do. But so the beginning where he was talking about men are not really attracted to women, I disagree with that.
I don't think it's more. I think more men are attracted to the body.
So I being a person that been outside for a lot of years, I disagree with everything that nigga said, everything he said. Because first, if you are secure in who you are, and you got a distinct outlook of what you want, everything he said doesn't matter. Because looks fade.
For sure.
That's true.
Personality, all the other stuff, all this stuff fades.
Yep.
If I need some help, now that work for people that got crazy means. But if we in a true partnership, now look, first thing we look at a woman, you gotta look like something, or the dude gotta look like something. And people gotta be honest. You're not gonna walk up to no guy or no girl and y'all have a conversation and you're not physically attracted to them. Stop.
Absolutely.
And this is
Stop.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I think people need to stop that foolishness. That's just stupid. Like literally, you're not gonna walk up to a woman or a guy gonna walk up or vice versa and be like, "Hey man, I like what I'm seeing inside of you."
That's
not realistic. It is not real. You're gonna first thing you're gonna be like, "Hey man, she's cute. I mean, he's handsome, or he smells good. Man, she smells good, or she's got this, or it's gotta be
just like how women look at
something."
men's shoes. He got nice shoes on now.
Or he can be, or she can be a mud duck, or he can be ugly as hell. But it's gonna be something physically first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
First.
For sure.
Okay, let's keep it 200. Keep it real. Have y'all all in your dating life dated somebody in public that someone said, "Girl, I do. Hey, you with her? You with her?"
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah,
has.
I have.
Are you?
I have.
Yeah. I didn't know. Girl,
I dated the ugly guy before.
yeah, you know, like
Absolutely.
right. Or when someone saw y'all, they was like,
They was like, "Girl, what you see in him?" And I was like, "Shit, the way he treat me, he's good as shit to me."
That's what I'm saying. So to me, that kind of takes away from what he's saying is that he's coming from a perspective of somebody that has a lot and is willing to be with someone that has something similar or something close to. Most regular folks, regular people in the world don't have what he's talking about.
For sure.
And that is true. That is
And
true.
most regular people that really want to be in a relationship, they do regular stuff. Meaning that, and this whole 50-50 and 100% bull stuff, that's crazy to me. You've been paying 100 your whole life, and now we get together and we talking about 50-50.
That part.
You've been paying 100.
I'm taking 50% off your shoulders.
You've been paying, so you're getting the 50% discount.
Come on.
Now, if I come in the partnership and say, "Hey, I want to do 100," then that's a different story. But if we have a discussion prior to us getting together and about how we're going to do it, then it is what it is on that. But get back to what he was saying.
No, I agree with the 50-50. I don't have a problem with that at all.
But I'm saying, like, you've been soldiering as an independent, all the Beyonce stuff. You've been doing that forever.
Yeah.
Now, hey, look, we decided, hey, girl, hey, we good. Look, we got a crib, we'll be a house, apartment, whatever. So Brent says, LG this, whatever.
Yeah.
Are we going to do 50-50? Are we going to do 100? Are we going to do for the rent, for the utilities? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, but you've been doing 100. So you're definitely getting a discount
And
how you was living.
It's also keeping money in both.
Right.
in both
So
hip hop
I don't understand unless
I agree
you
with.
feel like that person be paying 100, that's fine. Okay, if that's how you think, cool. But if y'all have a discussion about that
Mm.
when y'all decide to come together, then okay. But if that discussion never took place, then you know what? We have a discussion now about how things going to be. But back to what he was saying in the video. I don't. To me, he's implying a homosexual piece that I don't like, because about men don't really like
women.
a person. You don't really like her. It's just for sex. You rather be with your homies, and you don't really. No, dude.
That's bullshit.
It did
That
sound a
is
little gay.
nuts,
That's
because I'm
bullshit.
saying, and I
I
can be
don't think that's what
200%
he
with
was
this one.
saying. Yeah. I just don't. I
I
don't think that's what he was saying.
love women, whether tall, skinny, fat, short, dark skin, light, it don't matter. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna tell you this. Another thing that whole Steve Harvey and all the goofy stuff, you can be friends with women without doing nothing.
True.
Yeah, for sure.
I got two of my best friends since I was 8 years old are women. Ain't never been no line, ain't never talked about it. Oh, you just wait for your chance. What waiting on? We on speakerphone, all four of us in play. My wife, they people, our body. So what we doing? Am I trying to maneuver on? No, bullshit. You
Right.
can't be that way. I'm
Absolutely.
telling you.
I agree.
Now
I
it's
definitely
up to
agree.
that individual. Now, if them people want to cross lines, that's on them.
On
Yeah.
them.
It's on them. But why
For
would I
sure.
want to destroy something that been in my life since I was 8? I'm 52. Why would I want to mess that up? I'm just saying. Both of them, you know who they was bridesmaids when I got married.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. So that's stupid. So I
But
got
I ain't gonna
debunked.
say, excuse me, but I mean, there are men out there that are like
No,
that.
I know. I'm
No,
not saying
they
this
are.
now.
Yeah, they are. They
No,
are.
it's
Wait for the
trifling,
cracking
people.
armor.
Yeah,
No, but also, you know what? It takes two to tango.
absolutely.
It takes two to tango. So sis,
Absolutely.
if sis you laying down, you knew what was up, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you knew what was up, you know. But I didn't like that component of not liking women or not liking. It gave off some homosexual stuff. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Maybe he don't like women.
That's what he's
So
saying.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
really don't
Hey,
think
look,
that's what
when
he
y'all
was
go to that
saying
show,
because
you'll see that.
What you say, MD?
I was just saying, I really don't think it's what he's implying, like that there's a homosexual, as I understand what you're saying, but like even looking at myself, you know, the type of woman I am, it's like I'm attractive and men will definitely, oh girl, like, you know, whatever. But and that's fine, you know what I'm saying? They'll be attracted to that. They'll want to talk to me about that, but or behind that, you know, that avenue or whatever, or based on that you know, bit of information or whatever. But it's like when you get into really dealing with what everything that I am as a woman, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very strong woman. I'm very intuitive. It's like I'm incredibly responsible. I have a very strong sense of direction, you know, and a lot of men don't want to level up to that. You see what I'm saying? They just want me to be cute and be quiet. You see what I'm saying? Have a big old ass and have a plate of food on the table. You see what I'm saying? But when it gets down to like, no, I have something to say. And you know, like you said, oh, you've been running your life 100%. You're goddamn right. And if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do. You know, I'm one of those types of people, but it's just like I'm a very big picture type of woman. I have a very big, you know, broad spectrum of, you know, just looking at a thing. I'm not, you know, narrow-minded, like, oh, I just see this and, you know, I'm going for that. No, I'm going to look at how this is going to affect everything. It's a lot of men don't want to deal with that. You know,
I will say this.
I guess I'm a very masculine woman because I'm a businesswoman. I'm a serious businesswoman. You see what I'm saying?
Trigger.
The woman that I have to be in hell, even just in the flea market, that's a male environment. You see what I'm saying? And the woman that I have to be, a lot of men are intimidated by that. They don't want to deal with that. So I can understand from, you know, coming from a man, how it would be like, well, I feel like it's a little homosexual, like, but that is the life I live every single day. You know what I'm saying? I'm sex on a platter, you know, but when it comes to everything that I am outside of that, you know, motherfucker be like, oh shit, like, nah,
Yeah.
you know, they don't want to deal with that.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like, yes, no, this is a man's word, you know what I'm saying? Women have to, you know, put on the masculine role, but in business and stuff like that, but you still should carry some femininity with you. And if you keep attracting the men that you men, I won't say men are intimidated. I won't say that. It is stuff the men don't want to deal with. So you can be a beautiful woman, but some men is just gonna try to just gonna want to fuck, because that's just the immaturity of some men. So if you keep bringing these type and you keep attracting these things, then there's something's wrong with you, within yourself.
There gotta be something wrong with me. Like that's kind of
because you are what you attract.
Right.
So keep bringing.
So look. I
be
say
minding
this.
my own business. Literally and figuratively. I just be minding my own business, being me on my own.
So hold on. That I was gonna tap into you minding your own business. So that person's gonna mind their own business. You already put out there all the stipulations and all the things and all the characteristics of who you are. Mm-hmm. And that individual have to look at that and see if that's what they want to deal with. Mm-hmm. Most responsible heterosexual men, they got their head on straight when they start hearing words like masculine, and they start hearing stuff like strong and all this other things. Well, you dating the person that you want to be. You want to be that person.
You want to be that person.
So that man, that real guy who's not looking to date a dude or date someone that's similar to them, they're not going to even be in that ballpark. No matter how cute you are, no matter what the money you got and whatever you got going on, they are not even going to be interested in that. And they're not looking for a pushover, or they're not looking for somebody they can run over. They're looking for their equal, but not someone that they're so hard and they're so strong-willed. They don't want to deal with that. And I know this for a fact. Some words are triggers now for people when they hear them. And that's a straight turn off. They don't hear nothing you say after you say it. They don't hear nothing. Mm-hmm. And once them couple words come, it's just like your mouth is moving, they're just looking at you. Okay, and you'll be like, you're not hearing nothing I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And you know what? They ain't heard a word you say.
And you're right. And you're right. Some words are triggering. Just like women like say I'm masculine or I'm independent. You don't hear men talk about I'm independent because
and the thing about there's nothing wrong with being independent. But when you hear words like nothing wrong with independent, when you hear words like masculine, alpha, those type of words,
you the nigga.
So how about this though? How can two alpha people coexist?
Can't.
How does that work? How does that work? Two alpha personalities. How does that work?
The type of man, and trust me, I've come across this type of man multiple times in my life. And I mean, there's a type of man that 100%, because in terms of a man, I love a man that dominates me. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
Okay. Now we get to where I'm listening. Go ahead. Well, now we get somewhere. There we go. CJ, now we get somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The kind of man where it's like, okay, you know, like you were just talking about, like taking 50% off of, you know, you take, hey, I'm taking this off your plate. You know, that type of man that comes into my life, but you know, like that. And it's like, I'm not asking you to do 100% of anything, you know, because I mean, that's in this day and age, a lot of times it's unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
Yeah, for sure. But,
but there is definitely a type of man that, and a dominant man 100% brings out my submissive, because being submissive is actually a turn on to me. You see what I'm saying? That is a serious turn on. And it brings out when I can be
we got to the bottom of it. We got to the bottom of it.
When I can be around you and I can turn my brain the fuck off. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know.
There you go. We get to it.
I mean, you know, type of man make you want to call him daddy. I'd be like,
we got to it.
So There are definitely situations where two alphas can coexist. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But and that's the thing too. It's like I'm saying in my
but you had to turn it
I
down
have
a
to
little
be-
bit. You had to
got to
turn
turn
it
it
down a little bit. You had to turn it down a little bit.
No, because I've
No.
been able to
Hey,
be
what they
the
do?
type of person that I
Turn
am.
it
You see what
down.
I'm saying? And with the right man, you feel me? It's like with the right man. It just
I
takes
got
the
you.
right kind of man, just the right
got you.
counterpart.
I
I've
got you.
experienced this, multiple times in my
Yeah.
life, so I know
Yeah.
it exists. It's just that it's rare, but no, I mean, it's like it is not my desire to be, the like, oh, I'm the head, I'm the leader. Hell no, you know what I'm saying? That is what I have to be in my life. You see what I'm saying? My day-to-day life. I'm a single woman. I run my household. You see what I'm saying? I'm paying my bills. I'm like, I have to be all of these things, but when I come across that kind of man, it's just natural. It's like I just instantly, I'm like,
it triggers me. It
Go
triggers me.
we say Jay.
It triggers. I'm gonna say it. It triggers me when so many people say, "Well, I run my household. I do this and here." That's what you're supposed to do as an adult. I don't give a damn you're a man or woman. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But what you were saying, MD, like, no, you said it's a certain type of man to bring just bring it down. But here's the thing. Yes, some men don't have it. Some men do. Some men have a little bit. It just all depends on what you're bringing. But once again, you still cannot have two wolves leaving the pack. You know what I'm saying? You cannot.
It gotta be one.
You cannot.
Yeah.
So guess what? One of them.
Why is that? I mean, it can be a male and a female, like to each kind. Come on, there was two of every kind in the ark now.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry.
We gotta understand nature, though. We gotta understand nature.
This is what I'm gonna say.
We gotta understand nature.
You can't. Yeah.
Are we arguing with nature?
You can't.
Are we arguing with nature? We arguing with nature, MD? Are we arguing with nature?
Yeah.
Was the lion the king of the jungle, or was it the lioness?
Was it what now?
Was the lion or the lioness the king of the jungle?
The lion.
We can't argue with nature. Now. We can't argue with nature.
And you know what, baby? I live to be the lioness. You hear me? I
already know what you're gonna do, because I already know you probably got a 22 in your sock. You probably carry 22 in your sock. Which, I know you straight. I can see it. I can see hood. I see it. You ready to fall? I know it. It's all good.
I cannot with him.
You handle your business. Hey, look, I tell you this.
But I have to. You know what I'm saying?
I know you do. I'm saying I know it.
Alone, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't understand the life that I live, So it's like that's just my life, And I understand that a lot of people don't understand that, and I'm not gonna apologize.
No, that's not that.
I have to live.
Hold on, that's nothing to apologize about. I'm saying that is what makes you, and that's what makes the whole. Huh?
I say absolutely. That's what makes
you. I'm saying that. I don't think this whole conversation is trying to make you be something that you're not.
No,
I think it's also to look at like different perspectives of how people look at stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think that's our whole thing on this whole thing tonight, with like looking at different aspects and different aspirations of stuff of how people look at real world situations. You know what I feel me? And to me, there's no perfect way to be in something, because it's all trial and error. It's all I'm going to mess up. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to get it right. I'm never going to be perfect, and none of us are perfect. There's only one perfect person that ever walked this earth. You know what I'm saying? And we know who that is, and none of us are never going to be him. But this is the thing, though. We can strive at trying to do and be the best we can be. In our own personal stuff and relationships and whatever else, whether it be jobs or whatever. But we also know it's a whole lot of foolishness out here.
A lot.
And we have to keep our guards up and keep our mind right and be on the defense at times, because somebody or someone is off some goofy. And it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Very much so.
So with that being said, we come to our tonight was fun. That was a good conversation, y'all. There was very intellectual, very comedy, you know. But we gonna definitely come back more stuff each week, harder and funner. You know, just depends on how we feel that time and what we can go with. But definitely like, share, comment, and just tell someone about the show.
Hit the share button. Hit the share button.
You know what I'm saying? Just tell someone about the show. When you tell one person, we good with that. With that being said, the Short Logic Podcast, we out of here.
Peace.